Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, a technical trader. Wednesday night, November the 30th, last day of the month, and a big day it was. The Dow was up 490, NASDAQ was up 80 some odd, and S&P up over 51. It was a huge day and a big close as well. One of the better days we've seen in a while. The only thing missing was heavy volume, but even that volume, the plurality of the volume was huge. So it was a very, very big day and a solid day for the indices. As I said the other day, with the McClellan oscillator minus 326, we're very likely to get a rebound rally. We got the pop, then yesterday the consolidation, and today the follow through. I think we're on our way for higher levels. We'll see. Santa Claus rally may have begun. But anyway, let's go over some stocks. There's quite a few to cover. And I want to show you some stocks that have either broken out or trending here. ZOLT Tech, ZOLT, which broke its, which had a real big pop today. I'm sorry, up $2.48 or 43%. The biggest volume I've seen on ZOLT, going all the way back to the beginning of 2011, beginning of this year, about February when it spiked up here. So perhaps a reversal in trend. More importantly, it closed near the upper end of the range, almost near the high. And it took out this little declining top sign here and this previous high in October. So we have a juxtaposition of resistance around 9905, which I expect to be tested short term. If we get through that, look for 11, 11 and a half. MBIA, the property and casualty insurance company, had a big day today. This large wedge pattern was broken. And you can see that not only did it spike up 18.75%, $1.53, but it traded 11.7 million. That's huge volume for the stock. The biggest volume that I can see going all the way back to April. Special day for this stock, as not only was the declining top line taken out, but the late October highs. At this point, we can look forward to a test of this 10.5, 11 zone short term. Stay tuned. LPX, big day for that stock. Louisiana-Pacific. A lot of housing related, construction related stocks today did well with housing numbers up. This head and shoulders type pattern on LPX. Here's the left shoulder complex, the head, and the right shoulder complex above the moving averages, which had crossed over. As today at pop, moving up across the both declining top line and lateral neckline of the head and shoulders, jumping 91 cents or almost 13% on 6.1 million shares. That's the heaviest volume in more than a month, and it may lead to higher levels. I'd be looking for a quick test of the 8.75 level short term and secondary target up around 10. POZEN, as you know, has been one of my favorites of late. After the big pop, you can see how the stock has trended forward. Let's clear up some of this here for you real quick. You can see the trend line right in here. We got a little channel up. However, today's high at 419 was right up against not only lateral price resistance here, but the major declining tops line. There could be some resistance. If we do break through here, I would look for a quick test of the 4.75 level, secondary target around 596. Brightburn Energy, another stock that spiked up today from 16.75 to 18.53, closing at 3 cents off the high. 7.7 million traded. The stock was up 7.25% or $1.25. But more importantly, the declining tops line going all the way back to May was taken out with a thrust. My target now is going to be a move up towards the 18.75 level. We may see that very shortly, tomorrow morning perhaps. Through that, though, I could see the stock moving up towards 20.5, 21, maybe as high as 22. SWI continues spectacularly higher and has moved up sharply from 19.75 to over 33 today. You can see this rising channel, and it's a sharp one in play. Calls for a move that takes us up towards 36.7. We have a swing trade on it, I believe. INHX, another good day, up another 90 cents or 6.5%. It just keeps going forward. It's moved now after the opening gap 2.5, 3 weeks ago at 7.75. It's moved and nearly doubled to 14.68 today, closing just pennies off the high, up 6.5%, as I said. So looking for this to trend even higher, you get up into the high teens. PKT, one of our swing trades, which acted very well, and we got out right in this juxtaposition of resistance, backed off very orderly and held a 21-day in trend line, and today it went up another 97 cents or 6.5%. I would expect to see a run up towards 19, maybe even 20.5, 21 for a short term and swing trade targets. PCYC up another 89 cents or 6.2%. Clean breakout. Yesterday we broke out. Today we followed through. I looked for a test of 16.25, very short term. We get through that though, I could see the stock spiking up towards 19.20. GLNG, Golar LNG, a really, really nice chart. Been platforming and holding support in here, finally thrusting. Today it tested this spike high we had a week and a half ago. It looks like it may get through it, and if it does, we can see this run up towards 48.50 short term, mid-50s in the immediate term. QCOR, multi-year and all-time highs here. You can see the way this stock has run sharply from the 12 range in March to the mid-40s here. Now, if we get through this line here, which is a kind of a rising wedge, we can see it spike up into the mid to high 50s. Halozyme, swing trade idea of ours, today broke out with a thrust, 43 cents and 4.75%, but volume solid at 1.35 million. I'm looking for more upside and extension to our target of 10.75. Beyond that, 12. Motivation. Well, this little wedge or pennant we were showing you today popped 202 or 4.6%. Volume was average 7,000 shares, but I think we're headed towards 53 here. Stay tuned on that one. ATRO broke out today with a thrust. Volume increased to 355,000 shares. A lot of volume for that stock. Look at this long-term chart pattern. Is that a beauty? Calls for a move to the 42-43 zone. That's a short-term target. Let's call 39 and then 42 our targets. AKRX, another move up 40 cents or almost 4%. It moved up to test the top of the channel. I wanted to point this out because if it does accelerate, and with volume increasing here over the last several sessions, we could see it slice through and a run up towards the top of that channel, which could take us all the way up to the high teens. But let's start off with a target at 13. New Skin, one of my favorites over the last few months. This has continued to move higher and broke out of a flag perhaps today, jumping $1.55 at 3.3%. If it follows through on the close and we start to move up here, I would look for a retest of the 51-52 zone and secondary move up towards 55. Stamps.com, another re-entered swing trade of ours. Want to see this stock thrust through this line. We popped up to it slightly above it and backed off today, only up 87 cents, but still I believe this is on its way for another leg up, which could take us up to retest the highs at 33, my short-term target, intermediate target 38.39. And lastly today is STAA, Star Surgical, which yesterday finally broke out. And today it followed through a bit, only up 25 cents, but the key is we did get a follow through and volume increased sharply to 1.4 million. That's the key for me. We had up some stock for sale near the October high. And we get through here, my short-term target is 11.25, secondary target of 13.5. There's some great ideas for you. Well, let's have some fun and make some money. Talk to you tomorrow.